Alrighty people, how you doing? So we have a little update about the issue that I had with Himalayan 450. So as you can see, the windscreen, now we have all 4 screws available. So one of them was missing, and I went to the service center. They told me that they're gonna place an order, and they did, and we got the screw here. But the issue that I have now is with the service center. These people are so unprofessional. So I visited the service center on 26th of January, and they told me it's gonna take maximum 15 days. It doesn't take that long, but they told me, so I was like, okay, if you're telling me so, I won't argue. So I waited 15 days, and then when I visited there again, they were like, it's coming, it's still not here. So I was a little confused because I knew that these people could do something so unprofessional. That's why I contacted the Royal Enfield customer support, and I told them that hey, my screw is missing. I visited the service center and they're telling me that they placed the order, and then the customer service requested me to take the order ID from the service center so that they can track where the parcel is. So I took the order ID from the service center, and the customer support couldn't track it because I think the order ID was invalid. So they raised a complaint, and then someone from the higher authorities at the service center gave me a call, and he was like, oh, you raised a complaint, but we were ordering it. So I told him that, man, I've been waiting for more than 15 days now, and it's a new motorcycle and I look after it pretty well. So that's why I'm just a little concerned, and no one's giving me a date by which my screw is gonna be available. And so he told me that, sorry, the employee who took the chassis number and the order ID, like who was supposed to place the order on 26th of January, he misplaced that entire detail that I gave him, my chassis ID and my part ID or something, like whatever I gave him, whatever he required to place the order, he misplaced that. So at around 11th of February, they placed the order again, and then they were like, it's gonna take 7 to 8 more days, which it took. And it's just so unprofessional, man. How can you misplace something? And if you have misplaced something, give me a call. You have my details there, and ask me for those details again and place my order so that I can have it quickly, instead of me going to the service center and telling them that this is happening. Like, I was chasing them instead of them chasing the customer. And the other issue I have with this service center is, whenever you go there with the issues that you have with your motorcycle, they either gonna tell you that it's common and it's minimum, it's no problem, it's not an issue, it's not gonna be an issue in the future, so don't worry, your motorcycle is gonna be fine. For example, I went there for the tick 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 sound that's coming from the engine. Even though I knew it's not a big issue, but still it's my responsibility to get it checked, right? So I went there and they were like, oh, it happens with all the RE motorcycle, don't worry about it. I was like, okay. Then I went there for the chain alignment, or the rear tire alignment, and the chain tightening. And you know how you have to measure the numbers on either side of the swing arm, and they should match when you're tightening your chain. They were just so unprofessional, and then they touched the chain and they checked like if it's okay or not, and they were like, yeah, it's fine now. But then when I checked the number on either side, they were so off. One was on 3 and the other was on 4. It should be exactly on 3 on either side, and even after that, if you're lucky, your tire's gonna be properly aligned. So how can they be so unprofessional? Then the other issue, that one of my friend, he owns 450 Himalayan too. He told me that he visited the same service center, and they told him that it's gonna happen, like the motorcycle is leaning towards the right whenever you're leaving the handlebar. And he told them that, hey, this is happening, what's the fix? They were like, it's gonna happen. and if you try and do it above 60 km/h, it's gonna be minimum. And they're like, it happens with RE motorcycles. Man, you are the representative of Royal Enfield motorcycles, like your service center, and you are telling your customers that the problems that you're facing, they are there because you own a Royal Enfield motorcycle instead of fixing it. What kind of service center is that? And this is just so unprofessional, man. By the way, the service center is in Kathal, Haryana. So unprofessional people. There are so many other things, man. Like, I don't want to get into the details and I don't want to make them look so bad, but I'll just give you this last example and you will know what kind of people they are. I was there for the test ride of Himalayan 411 last year. They did not have that motorcycle, but they did have the Interceptor 650, and that was on display. That was not a test ride vehicle. So I was like, can I test ride the Interceptor 650? And I don't know if he was an employee or a manager or something. He said, wait outside and I'll bring the motorcycle out front. So they only had that one piece on the display, so they took the display back to the workshop. They detached the wire from the front tire that reads the kilometers. So they detached that and they gave me that motorcycle for test riding. So how can you trust that service center that the motorcycle that you're buying from them are completely fresh and no one has ridden them when they are doing that kind of dodgy stuff? They are taking off the kilometer reading wire from the front tire so that the odometer doesn't read that. What? Like, people are riding the motorcycle, and when you have a brand new motorcycle, it's so important to ride it safely and ride it properly so that you don't have the issues with your cylinder or strokes, engine strokes, and you know what I mean, the running in period, the running in procedure that I went into the details of my other videos. But like, if they're doing that to the display motorcycle and they're using the same motorcycle as a test ride vehicle, man, I don't know what else they're doing behind the closed doors. It's just so scary. And then the customer service, they ask me to trust the service center that I'm visiting. How can I do that? I don't have like, I have zero trust on this service center that I visited, Kathal, Haryana. These guys are so bad, man. I don't know, maybe I think I'll need to visit some other cities whenever I'll have issues with my motorcycle. I'm not gonna go there because it's an expensive purchase and I don't want to leave it in the hands of such unprofessional people. All right, so that was the update, but luckily we have the screw of the windshield available and installed on our motorcycle. And I'm gonna make a ownership review of the Himalayan 450 pretty soon. Stay tuned for that.